just to let you know, on Tuesday night we've got the prayer meeting. That's on Zoom, and we will get on it this week. I've worked out why we didn't have the internet connection. There's a little button on it that was causing the problem. But as soon as I switched it on, the whole thing came on. But did I know that? Man, I've been there for hours. But anyway, Thursday we've got the Bible study. It's going to be here at 7:30. We're going to be doing number 4. Quite an interesting study, by the way. You'll enjoy this one. Just to give you a forenotice, that there's the Billy Graham or the Franklin Graham is coming to Liverpool on the 14th of May. So what we need to be doing, we need to be praying for people now. It's amazing, like when we did the Billy Graham and things like that, it was amazing the number of people that came to the Lord before they even went to the centre. We need to be praying for people. We need to be picking people that, we've got, that we're going to pray, we're going to invite them along to this Billy Graham thing. And if we start doing that, then we will see people come to know the Lord. But we have to do our part. We need to be praying for our next door neighbours, our families, or whoever to come along. And we do it. Start doing that now. And I'm going to hand over to Harold and Donald to lead us in worship.
Can I just say a bit of a witness?
Yeah.
Because I think it was a couple of days ago. We've been having trouble with our car. We crashed a couple of weeks back. And I think getting us down and everything. I don't know, you don't always give it to God when you should do. Well, the other morning, we had a bad night and we're still feeling bad about it. Took the dog out down the alley across the road. And it blessed us straight away. The birds were singing.
Oh.
And it was beautiful. I recorded it. I meant to bring it in and just to play it. But things like that remind you who God is and how wonderful He is.
Oh.
And then we go. He likes to go his way, Billy. So when we wanted to go left, when we come behind the council yard, he wanted to go right. But this time, we said, no, we've been there 3 or 4 times this week. So we'll go left. Went up the street into the estate up there, turned the corner, met this gentleman in a high-vis jacket. And he was wondering where this place was. It's a new place on new estate being built. And he was going there on the industrial estate next to it to pick up a car. So I said, well, it's that way. Well, he said, I'm not in the car, I'm walking it. It said on his app that it was only half a mile from where he got off the train in Wigan. What he was doing, so his firm was, he was going this place to pick up this car to take back in. I don't know all the details, but the place that Bailey wanted to go, it was actually blocked off with trees. I said, we know. I said, you're the third one now. We've been there for to show them where this new estate is. So we took him round back where we came from, going through the wood and everything. I thought, everybody thinks, what are we doing here? I thought they were nutters or something, And what was I going to say now? So you don't mind me just telling this thing?
No.
So I was having so we had a chat. We were chatting as we go along, and what his job was, and it was on about. I'm telling him how I met Barbara and the dog and everything, and he was telling me how he met his wife. But I noticed he wasn't walking well. What had happened? He'd had one knee operation and one that he was thinking about doing. So where we went, it was up the slope, through the wood, and back all the way around. Where he would normally be able to go through a gate, but with this things going on, it's quite a way around. And I found out that about his knees, you know. He had one done and waiting for another, so... Then we did eventually get there, but we had a good chat, you know. He's from Oldham, but because he said he's all right going back because he's picking the car up, you know, so he didn't need to walk anywhere after. So we got there, and it was the first place he wanted. The place he wanted was the first one on the industrial estate. So he thanked us, and I said, "Give us your, if you have any trouble, I'll give you my number, and then you can." You know, get in touch with me if you need to. So, you know, since he went there, I said thanks, you know, and he told me about his wife and that. And then, I was going to give you a short message. So I said, God bless you and everything. So, and immediately after I'd left him, I got a ring, I got a call. It was Parr, who's helping us to get the car sorted and everything. You know, when I said we'd been troubled by that. And Paul mentioned it. He said, bring your car in tomorrow and I'll have a look at it. You know, so God is using Paul to fix the car for us. He used Yui to give us lifts in order that we can get it sorted, and other people as well. You know, so he's always there with you. And this morning he used us so we could be there for Mike. Mike, his name was, and so as I said later, he rang us and said thanks and everything. So I gave him a message back. I gave him the word. You know, I gave him that we were blessed, that God has sent us to this place to serve Him in that way, because He took us out of ourselves and brought us to someone else. You know, I know He doesn't mind us. I know you understand. You all understand this. Some of you might think, "What's He on about?" You know, but we know, don't we?
Yeah.
God puts you in places, and I mean, it was just. I was overwhelmed by it. You know, you feel so He's with us.
Amen.
That's it, really. He's with us.
Even in the storm.
You know, if we don't think He's with us, He is. So don't forget.